All right, y'all, we're playing around out here just a little bit, not doing too much. It's October 15th, it's Sunday, middle of the afternoon between morning and PM church. I feel pretty good. Still a little bit of lingering effects, but yeah, nothing too bad. So the wife says, she bailed out for a while, but she said, I don't want you out there doing nothing, hurting yourself. You take another day and, use the heating pad and all that stuff. Thank God we dummies have these gifts from God called wives, right? That are probably the smarter half of our brain. So I'm just taking it easy. I put a couple more, 5 more milk jugs around the pool on the cover to hold the cover down. The lawnmower, the ride mower that we fixed up, that was left for us, took a dump. I started it up and backed it out of here. But the last day I was out here messing around before things got bad with my back. And it didn't sound right, but I backed it out between the truck, trailer, the car, and all that stuff. And throttled it up about halfway so I could engage the blades. And it popped and fart and cough and sputter. Sounded like a 2-cylinder running on one. And I didn't get too deep into it. While I was still sitting on it and it was pop, 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 pop running, I popped the air filter cover off, tried choking it down with my fingers a little bit, and it seemed to run a little bit better, but it wouldn't clean up and run normal. The grief we went through just to get this thing running, and we told you when we got it running, it just needed to last the season. We still need to cut a little grass out here. It's still growing. The trees are changing. You really can't see it here, but you see over here she's changing. All these are changing. And this big oak here, it's losing all of its leaves. You see them all over the ground. It's turned. This one's turning. A lot of yellow down the road. A lot of orange and red. We in the trailer. I don't have the keys, I can't show you, but in the trailer we have our new mower. Thanks to Travis, I don't know if he's looking in here. Travis, we met him through Facebook. He was selling a 2022. It's 7.6 hours on this machine from brand new. It still looks absolutely brand new. It's a Cub Cadet 42-inch wide riding mower. Came with a snow plow. That's literally brand new, and a cart, a dump truck cart that goes on the back. So he threw both those things in. We got a really good deal on it. We paid $18.50 for all that stuff. The mower alone, if you go to Home Depot right now, sitting right out front, it says $23.99. Add tax, title, destination charges, and everything, and you're looking at $2,500 or more. So we got a pretty good deal on something that's only got 7.5 hours of runtime on it. Yeah, it's nice. I'm still not looking forward to cutting any grass. Hopefully it's gonna ride better than this one. It's physically bigger than this one. So what we're doing now is just draining the gas out of this thing, dumping it in a pickup truck out here and messing around. We took some pictures for the electrician today of the circuit breaker box. Ran the furnace just to cycle it up, make sure the gas came on and it ran. And of course, the first time you run your furnace, even in your house, kind of stinks a little bit, right? The dust and grunkus in there got to burn off. It's been sitting all summer, so warmed that back room. I mean, it only ran for 5 minutes, and it warmed that back room right up. I mean, right now. Yeah, I'm pretty confident it's going to do what we were going to ask it to do out here. Took some pictures of the extension cord that we made for the welder so the electrician could see the male and female ends. So he's, they're getting us a little care package together at Hatzel-Buehler at Sherry's place. So, there's a little commercial for Hatzel. They're going to, anything they got laying around that's been quoted to a job and the job's been over for, years or whatever. It doesn't cost them anything. The stuff's already paid for. So I'm not kiking it, stealing it. They're not stealing it or robbing anybody for it. So, you know, if they're going to hook us up, they're going to hook us up. They're going to get us some wire, the 220 wire, the 110 wire, all the circuits, the circuit breakers. They gave me almost half a dozen of the LED lights already. He's going to look and see if he can find some more of those laying around in the shop, part shop out back. And all the boxes, the switches and boxes and junction boxes and all that stuff. They're going to supply us with all this stuff. So they're even going to send an electrician out to wire it all up. So all I got to do is pop holes in wood. Or, you know, to be honest, I probably don't even need to do that. He'll probably do all of it. But I don't want to take up a bunch of his time. He's doing it for free. So we'll probably pre-drill for everything that we want, you know, and go from there. But that's it. 15th, we're out here turning everything on, lights and radio and everything on, plugging things into the outlets, and what we find is everything in here that's 110 was on the same 15 amp circuit, believe it or not. Unbelievable. Hard to believe that all the lights and stuff could run with the air compressor running and it doesn't kick anything off. So we know that that's going to be a weak circuit, right? So we're not going to be over here. It's even the fridge is running off that circuit too. So I turned all the lights on, turned the radio on, and sure as anything, boom, one switch killed everything. So it's not ideal, but we're not going to get into redoing what this guy's already done. These lights are not as important as the lights that are going to go underneath, you know. We can always at some point replace those, you know, use the wiring, but replace the bulb type lights with regular LED type fixtures. So there you go. That's where we're at. That's what we got going. We got in some more Repsol 2-stroke oil. Now we are the sole proprietor of Repsol lubricants in the United States. So we need to start marketing that stuff so we can push it, sell it and push it. It's good stuff. I've been using it for 2 years now. Real easy to read the top of your piston, read your head, read your spark plug, because it's good clean oil. It's a full synthetic and there's no dye in it. There's no colors in it, you know, so it's just a light tan, looks like motor oil, but maybe even lighter in color. So we got some more of that in. Still got to get our filters going. I think we're going to have Rich the plumber, Sherry's girlfriend, Tiffany's husband, Rich, half a mile as the crow flies. He's a plumber. And we'll get him over here and have him plumb this thing up the way the instructions have you do it, with a bypass to it and on-off valves and all that stuff. So when you change the filters, you don't get water gushing out all over the place. So projects to do, but tomorrow I'm going to get back in, sit on the heating pad like the wife said, watch a little football or something, whatever on, burn some time. And tomorrow I'm going to get out here and we're going to move these all the way down to one end. And I'm going to put these 3 in and start taping with our 4-inch duct tape we got here. Got 3 rolls of that 4-inch duct tape. I'm really surprised that I'm barking and complaining about this tinfoil tape. But as you can see, this strip here has come undone end to end, but it isn't undone on this side. Well, it is. There is some little gaps in it, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. So instead of taking a chance, we'll just tape over everything that's there, and then, you know, we'll hit this seam, and of course, you know, we can start piecing them in. I think what we're going to do is just take a full sheet, and instead of going from the end and cutting a big groove in it, just start from right up against that garage door support with a new sheet out. Same thing here, plug it in, and then we can just fit in the little pieces from the end, you know, that header up there, up to around the garage door support on either side. That'd be a lot easier. That way we got big sheets across the middle. We don't have big, huge holes to fill with pieces of foam. Again, this one here will be straightforward, just like this one. Just pop them in, cut around the light fixture a little bit. And then we can get this thing finished off. Knock wood, praying that we don't have any issues with the back or anything, and we can get this all done, the ceiling done. by the end of next week. And with some help, with some luck with the weather, we may be able to get Chuck to haul his flatbed trailer if it's not raining and stuff, and put a bunch of go-karts on his trailer, and then throw a bunch of junk that's like all the boxes and the BS in my trailer, and get a whole bunch. Like I'm sure we can get 90% of it in one trip from the garage in Roseville out here. But we need to be able to roll stuff in. We got the new mower that's got to come in. That one there, she's going out. You don't do no work, you don't get paid. Out you go, right? So there we go. October 15, RPM on the mend. Thanks for the prayers. They obviously work. Godspeed, y'all. Hang in there. It'll get better. It'll get better.